Wait, the Redmi Note 14 has a 4G version and it uses the Helio G100 Ultra chipset? Believe me, I'm just finding this out too. I thought the global version only came in 5G and it features the Dimensity 7300 Ultra chipset, but guess what? I was wrong. But as usual, I'm going to put this device through a series of tests and find out if it's worth your money. So, let's get started. When you're unboxing the Note 14 Pro, here's what you get. The device in coral green, which is so stunning, a black protective case for added safety, a USB-C cable, a 45 watts charging brick for fast charging, and of course the user manuals. You get everything to get started right out the box. Now let's jump to the design and the build. I believe the Note 14 Pro has a design that's easy on the eyes. It's made with plastic, the back and the sides, which keeps this phone lightweight at 180 grams. It's super comfortable to hold. The screen is tough with Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2, so you don't really need to worry about scratches and accidental drops. The curved sides not only make this phone feel nice in the hand, but it also gives it a smooth and modern look. On the back, there are 3 cameras and a single LED flash, arranged in a clean and simple way that doesn't feel overdone. It's entirely different from last year's Note 13 Pro. At the top, there's a headphone jack, which is always a win, while the nano SIM tray sits at the bottom for easy access. The ocean blue color on this one really pops. It's bold without being too loud, giving it a fresh and standout vibe. Next, display and audio. The Note 14 Pro's display is pretty impressive. It's colorful, it supports 1 billion colors, and it feels super smooth with its 120Hz refresh rate. The brightness is no joke either. It hits 1200 nits on HBM and peaks at 1800 nits, so even under sunlight, you're good to go. The 6.67-inch OLED display delivers deep black, solid contrast, making media really enjoyable. The resolution is 1080p by 2400 pixels, which is sharp enough, but let's be honest, a 4K display would have been the icing on this cake. It's not quite flagship level, but it's really close. This is very colorful. For the audio, surprisingly, it's good for the price. It comes with stereo speakers featuring Dolby Atmos, and trust me, they are loud, really loud with heavy bass and solid clarity. Honestly, it's way better than anything you expect in this price range, and here's a quick sample for you to listen for yourself.
See, this life thing, yeah, it's all about understanding, bro. You gotta understand what you're doing.
And oh, if you still like wired headphones, there's a 3.5mm headphone jack that doesn't disappoint either. The audio quality is clean and balanced, making it a solid choice for music lovers. So next, the operating system. It comes with Android 14 out of the box, running on Xiaomi's HyperOS. Honestly, it's smooth and responsive. There are some cool AI features like AI Film for editing videos, AI image editing for quick tweaks, and one of my favorite, Google Gemini. But here's where things get a little annoying: bloatware. There are way too many pre-installed apps on this phone, and the ad system is quite unnecessary. It can be annoying sometimes, but overall the OS is really great. Xiaomi is promising 3 years of OS upgrades for the Redmi Note 14 Pro, which means it will go up to Android 15 and you get regular security updates. That's solid future proofing for a device in its price range, so you can expect to stay relevant for a while with the latest features and improvements. So let's talk about the performance and the processing of this device. I'll admit my excitement took a dip when I found out this was the 4G version, plus it comes with the Helio G100 Ultra chipset. I was already hyped by the Dimensity 7300 Ultra, but hey, the Helio G100 isn't terrible. It's not just as powerful as the Dimensity 7300 Ultra. In terms of gaming, Call of Duty runs smoothly at medium graphics and high frame rates, and PUBG handles at HD graphics and high frame rates. Now, the downside is that it can't run Warzone Mobile. Since Warzone Mobile updated their app last year, more devices with AnTuTu score less than 700k can no longer run this app. So yeah, if you're into hardcore gaming, this might feel a little limiting. For day-to-day use, the Redmi Note 14 Pro handles everything smoothly, no lag at all. Even during heavy game sessions, there's only mild overheating, but nothing alarming. The device is more than capable for regular tasks, light gaming, so you won't worry about performing hiccups in everyday use. Now, the battery and charging is where you really get your money's worth. It's packed with a 5500 mAh battery that can easily last you 24 hours with light usage. Even if you have more demanding tasks like streaming, gaming, you can still get at least 12 hours, which is quite impressive. As for charging, the 45 watt charging brick, which is included in the box, does a very good job. It can take this device from 0 to 100 in about an hour. For a phone of this price point, it's quite impressive and a real time saver. Now let's jump to the camera of this device. On paper, the 200MP main camera sounds impressive, and in real life use, it doesn't disappoint at all. The photos are colorful, vibrant, with good details in most conditions. But here's where things get a little disappointing. The main camera and front camera can go higher than 1080p while recording videos, which is quite disappointing if you ask me. In 2025, we shouldn't be seeing this. But before I go too deep with complaints, there's a quick breakdown on the camera specs. There's a 200MP main camera which is sharp and it gives you detailed shots. There's an 8MP ultra-wide camera that is good for landscape shots. There's a 2MP macro camera for close-up, but I don't think anybody will use it. The main camera records 1080p at 60 frames per second and 30 frames per second and 720p at 30 frames per second. The 32MP front camera videos at 1080p at 30 frames per second and 720p at 30 frames per second. So that's it for the Note 14 Pro camera. I'll share some pictures I took so you can rate them over 10. Let me know in the comments. There are some few extra features that makes this device more versatile. You've got an in-screen fingerprint sensor which is very fast and reliable, along with AI face unlock, which is an added convenience. There's also IR blaster, so you can use your phone to control your TV, AC and other appliances. These little extras definitely add overall value to this device. So as usual, pros and cons before I give my conclusion. Pro number 1, 200MP main camera, which delivers colorful, vibrant shots. It's amazing for the price points. Believe me, I didn't think this camera could be this good. Pro number 2, smooth display, 6.67 OLED display. I'm not sure devices in this price range will come with a better display than this. It peaks at 1800 nits, 120Hz refresh rate. It's very colorful. Pro number 3, solid battery, 5500 mAh battery, 45 watts fast charger, very fast charging, amazing battery. You can go all day without charging. Now let's talk about the cons. These cons are dear to my heart. Number 1, Helio G100 Ultra chipset. It's not bad, but for me it's not good enough. I feel like it just kills the vibe of this phone. This phone is too premium to have that chipset. We should have something bigger. Con number 2, bloatware. Devices in this price range shouldn't have bloatware. At least they should reduce the ads. Device is too premium for this. Con number 3, video capped at 1080p. Like, a lot of people use their devices to shoot 4K quality for YouTube, social media and the rest. I think 1080p is not an option. We should get 4K quality on cameras. 1080p, no. For my conclusion, I think this device is a solid device and it punches above its weight in different areas. For example, the camera, the display and the battery and the charging speed too. But this doesn't mean that it doesn't have its flaws. The processor might leave users that want power wanting a little bit more. The bloatware too can be frustrating. AI features are good, but there's still more AI features that can come with this device. But the good thing is that it's not a deal breaker. Overall, I think if processing and shooting videos at 1080p is not a deal breaker for you, this is an amazing device you should look out for. And believe me, the camera and display is to die for. As usual, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about my review on this device. Let's have a conversation. Like and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.